Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Doug E. Fresh, and you're listening to Hindsight Radio. And when I'm doing commerce, I'm always tuned in to Hindsight Radio, the information station that's taking over the nation. Always Hindsight. All right?
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth. Nothing.
It's Tuesday. Are you ready?
First, I'd like to say peace to the gods.
Welcome
to Truth Tuesday with your host, Akeem L.
He knows more than you can imagine.
The truth.
Well, the truth is, you got to get yourself together.
The truth.
The truth is, you got to get your mind right.
The truth.
The truth is, you got to get your paperwork in order. The truth is
Hindsight Radio.
I'm listening, but are they listening?
Hindsight Radio.
What you talking about? Okay. What about Tuesday? Yo, Akeem, pick me up. Yo, turn that on, son.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you'll be able to listen to the show.
At last.
Hindsight Radio.
The truth is, it's Tuesday.
With your host, Akeem L. The truth.
This is Hindsight Radio.
I represent it.
The information station changing the nation. right there. You're listening to Hindsight Radio. In the nation.
Gotta unmute myself. Let me make sure. I didn't even start the blog talk. I did a show today called the Brothers Hill Show. That's a new show on another channel that's sub-channel of the Hindsight Radio.
Your show now, press 1.
See,
To hear
hold on a
important
second.
instructions,
I'm
press
starting
2.
blog talk
Since
right
it
now.
appears you're calling back into a live show, we are
Yeah, I didn't even start that so people could call
Your
in.
show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we good. Yeah, my
Blog
bad.
Talk Radio.
Everyone on that. Hang on. Let me just switch some screens around. It's a lot doing more than one show in a day. But we had a good show earlier. It started at 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's hopefully we can keep that up. We will keep it up. But it was a very good show. I'm gonna give you out a link to it. Actually, to the show. So y'all can follow it. Hang on. Where is it? All right, there it is. This is the show from earlier today. I think I put it in there. I'll put it in there again. And let me put it into Blog Talk Chat room. I'm kind of treating Blog Talk like a stepchild. I can't do that because Blog Talk is how I got started. But that's how you guys call in. Soon I'll have a different number for y'all to call in to make it easier for y'all to get on. Karen Israel said it was a great show. Yeah, I have 4 successful brothers on there. We're all doing things to make a difference in our family lives and the people around us. We had a very good discussion. And it was I was told it was one of the best shows I've ever done. By Beth. She said it was one of the best shows. So that shows that people want content like that. People are looking for that positive content. I could talk about, passport, nationality, all of those things are important. But what's important is that we get our minds together, keep our minds on a positive track. And when you're watching content like that, that helps, right? There's so much negative content out there. So I say to myself, I don't want to watch all this negative. So let me produce something positive for people to watch. And of course, those types of platforms take time to build because so many people are attracted to the negative stuff. So, it's going to take a little time for that to gain some traction. Trying to adjust my camera here. Trying to get everything. Gain some traction. So it'll get there. You just got to keep working on it. Create some intro videos. Bring some more brothers on. I could hold up to 10 people on that platform at one time. I didn't know. I thought I had I was doing Zoom, but I don't really have to do Zoom. I could just do there. Just send people the link. They get on. We do the show. They'd be part of the broadcast. Some of the things we were talking about was staying focused no matter what. Like one of the brothers told a story about how he wanted to get this camera. It was over $2,000, and his wife was nervous about him getting this camera, but he knew what he was going to do was going to be successful. So he took his, last $2,000 to get this camera. And she hid the money from him, but he still was able to find the money, and years later, they're still together. Sometimes, brothers, it's going to take us some time to get the women to trust that we can do it because they are also bombarded with all of the negative ideas of what we are about. You know, there some of them are caught up in the narrative that we don't take care of our families, that we're about nothing. Some of them are caught up in that idea, and all you have to do is stay focused on your mission, and they'll come along, or the right woman to come along. Sometimes the one you with is not the one that's gonna help you create your dreams. You know, another example, brother had brought up, you know, the train is moving. You getting on, or either you get on, but I'm moving. I'm moving into my purpose. And I also introduced or said that sometimes our women are in our lives to see how serious we are about being committed to our success. Are you flaky? You say you want to be prosperous. You say you want to make things happen, but every time something comes up, you're backing off. You letting distractions, even her, distract you. You know, the ladies they're gonna want to see how serious you are about what you say. Because probably prior to you, they've been a lot of guys talking, and making nothing happen. Are you gonna be the one to make something happen? Stop worrying about whether your woman's gonna follow you or not, and just stay focused on your mission of what you want to do. All of that stuff will fall into place. You want to start a business, you want to create a business, you want to grow it, you want to be successful, you got to stay on that. You got to be serious about your success. Stop letting television programs distract you. Oh, I got to see this show or some other entertainment that, or things that are not yielding you money or putting you in the direction of success. Some of us got friends and family that we hang out with all the time, and none of them are thinking about what you're thinking about. They're just trying to get by, and you're trying to move up, elevate to a different position, to a position where no matter what happens in the economy, you are doing great. It doesn't matter. The economy could be crashing and you're still set. Remember, it's not the economy that determines the outcome. It's your mindset, the economy, thoughts of your mind that determines your success. Because in every collapse, in every Great Depression, there's people who became millionaires, billionaires in those situations. Why? Because they didn't allow the trend of a down economy take control of their thoughts. Right now, we got, the thing now is getting a shot, Are you letting that control your life? Being afraid of a needle? I know what it represents, because some of these people are using that needle. Take this or keep your job. Are you letting that shake your faith? Let me put it in another way. If you were with a guy or a woman, if you had a man in your life, women, and the men, you had a woman in your life, and then they held these ultimatums over your head, you'll be out of there. You wouldn't do it, right? The reason why you wouldn't do it for them, because you feel like there's nothing much to lose there. But on the other hand, you'll do it for these governmental entities to say take this, or these jobs, because you feel like there's something to lose. If you died today, that job will replace you tomorrow. Someone else will do your job. See, I lost loyalties with jobs years ago when they kept laying me off and making excuses. And I was upset with these jobs, resentful and stuff. Oh, they keep laying me off. Listen, it's their job. They could do whatever they want when they want to. Why am I upset with them? Be upset with myself for allowing myself to be in a position where someone could lay me off. Be responsible. That's another thing we talked about. Being responsible for your destiny. Don't make any excuses. The power is up to you. Everything is up to you. You're giving up your power every time you put on your clothes, get up in the morning early just to go to this freaking job just so you can get that paycheck. And you hate that job. I know I'm talking to some folks. You hate your job. You're only doing it because you feel like you have to. And I'm telling you, you don't have to. You can create your own economy. You can create your own money. There's an old saying, money doesn't go on cheese. They do because it's paper money. And they create it. It's a created thing. Man has created it. So if man can create money, then you can create your job that gets you money. You can create it. You have the power to do it yourself. Stop allowing the programming of when you came up, oh, get an education, get a good job, blah, 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 blah. The lies and more lies. The more and more you look at this thing and you sit back, that everything they told you that was truth was a lie, and everything they said is a lie was the truth. Everything's flipped. Do you realize you're living in a mirror image world? You're on the other side of the mirror. And you're thinking that's the right way it's supposed to look. They gave you a mirror image to everything that was good. So your life is backwards. It's flipped. They programmed you. You were programmed to worship their system of things, to worship the idea of getting up and getting you a great job and getting some benefits and possibly retiring and getting a check, a check that says the same amount every month. So you were programmed to be in a box. But I'm telling you, the mastermind, didn't create you to be in a box. He didn't put you in a box. You put yourself in a box. And the box I'm talking about is a mental box, which causes mental blocks. You are mentally blocked simply because you bought into the idea, allowed them to tell you, go to school, get good grades so you can get a good job and possibly own a home with a white picket fence. That's what the saying, when I was coming up, they don't use white picket fence anymore. And truth be told, I know a couple of millionaires, people who got lots of money. Right now, they're not even buying houses. They're renting because they know that the market is so high, it doesn't make sense to buy at the top of the market. So they'll rent until it comes down, and then they'll buy their home at a deal. And they ain't doing 30-year mortgages either. 30-year mortgages is for poor folks. They keep you tied to a debt for 30 years. That's what it's for. Now, I'm not saying that I would, if I had to, I'd get one, but I'm not going to stay on that for 30 years just to get in there and then pay it off. Of course, if you was in a premium membership, you would know how to do that because that's what's being taught there. How to use your trust to become debt-free. You see? It was a great hour and a half. I think the video it's hour and 39 minutes. We could have kept going, but one of the brothers lived in Belgium and it was almost midnight there. And we had to respect his time. He was good enough to get on. But remember, you guys hate those jobs. Why are you begging to stay with these people? This was the time to reflect and make a decision. That's another thing we talked about, making a decision. Even if the whole idea is not out there, make a decision. Be precise in what you're saying. And also write it down. That was a big thing for me. One of the brothers talked about he wrote out something when him and his family were living in an apartment, and 98% of that stuff has come true. But he wrote it down. He made it a vision. He even forgot about it, came back later on. So we'll be doing more of those shows. We got to do more shows showing what brothers are actually doing and not what they're saying we're doing. See, they highlight R. Kelly stuff over and over again, but they will never highlight a brother's accomplishments. We have 4 brothers sitting on there on that panel that was what they would call what's this high value men. 4 that dispel those myths of what they say we are about. So what are people really believing in? They're believing in what a fantasy of what we are about. Because the brothers I know are doing great things. The ones that I associate with. I talk a lot, and I said in the thing, I don't like talking on the phone about just anything. I like to talk about moving forward, making things happen. So there's very few brothers that I get on the phone with. And these are the few that I do get on the phone with. Why do I do that? Because I have to keep my mental space protected. And if I'm talking to just anybody on the phone that just take their mind and just let it go anywhere it wants to go, then I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole with them, and then I'm gonna be lost. You have to protect your mental at all costs. You have to protect your dream, your ambitions at all costs. And sometimes that means cutting people off, even people that are close to you, people you grew up with, family. We talked about how no one in the family support what they do unanimously. Isn't that crazy that we got strangers who are doing more business with us than we have family doing business with us? Strangers come to me for help and guidance and respect what I say and will follow what I say to the very letter. And they don't know me, all my life, but they trust what I say. They follow it. They get results. But you can't even get your family. Maybe because your family know how you used to be, and that's how they're envisioning you. Maybe that's it. That brings me to something that I slowly became to discover. People behave to you how you view them. If you have a certain projection or a certain image of a person in your mind and you're focused on that, that's all you're going to see about that person. That's all you're going to know about that person. But that person could be so much more if you get rid of the preconceived ideas, get rid of the judgment of them. And that would help your relationships. See, once I started removing preconceived ideas or even images of the past that I keep bringing forward into the future or into the now, not the future, but into right now. Because when you hold on things from the past about some past hurt or something you disagree with someone and you keep bringing that forward, that means you are living and reacting to the person from the past, not the person that's in front of you right now. not the person that's trying to work with you right now. We have to really be mindful of that. How your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, children, how are you reacting to them? Are you reacting to the past them or the now them? See, everything is about you, not about them and what they're doing or saying. It's everything is about you. It's not we're not gonna sit here and point fingers at other people and make them the scapegoats, the fault. That's why I did this show. With so we could do positive reinforcement. They got plenty of shows pointing at brothers and this and that, pointing at the sisters and the things they do. Oh, it's those things going on. Yes, of course. But we can't keep talking about the negative part. We got to talk about what's good. If we concentrate on what's good in our communities, what's good in our households, that's pretty much all we're going to be exposed to because we are allowing our mind only to go there. So when you're dealing with your spouse, your children, your friends, family, how about envisioning them how they were created to be? Divine manifestations of God. Nothing but good. How about envisioning them like that? Have that vision of them and react to that image you created for them in your mind. Not the things of the past. And that's what I think. I think that's really why people have a difficult doing business with their family because a lot of times they're reacting to an old part of that person from the past. You know? But if you want to get in the conversation, 563-999-3615, 563-999-3615. If you want to get in on that. This coming Saturday, I just got reminded, I got a webinar. It's actually a private webinar. Someone from a church is getting some people in their church together. And they want to talk about getting rid of debt through the third-party debt collector letter. They want to know that process. So I'm having a Zoom call on Saturday at 2. It's private, but if someone who is wanting to get rid of student loans and stuff like that, and want to join in on that Zoom call on Saturday at 2:00, it costs $75. So just hit me an email and I will give you access to that. And I'm, as a special arrangement with this group, they will be getting a third-party debt collector letter. So anybody who hasn't gotten a third-party debt collector, doesn't know how to get rid of those student loans and other debts through the third-party debt collector letter, hit me up by email at hindsight1027@gmail.com. And I'll give you the information for the fee. You'll get the template, the third-party debt collector templates. But I'll be breaking down what they need to do to get rid of student loans. And I already told y'all how to do that. I got that free, it's on my YouTube channel. But they want to have a personal conversation with me. They want to ask questions. So I made arrangements with them. I made this like a week or two ago and forgot. She just reminded me that it's this coming Saturday at 2. So there you go. Somebody said they're gonna treat themselves to the premium package, their birthday present. Good idea. You won't be disappointed because all of the classes are in there that I've done. 3 different classes. The different webinars, IRS webinars, name change, all of that's in there. And step-by-step instructions on how to, give, deal with your trust. So I don't know why people they make these off the wall comments in the chat. Who's in the chat? Karen Israel, happy Tuesday as always. A Mexican Moore, Indigenous Nolans, peace, brother. Shaw Sykes, peace. Greg W, peace. Truzilla, he was on the show earlier as well. He all got in and was listening. There's that link to the YouTube video going across the screen there. Awareness is power. Yes, awareness is power. 75816. Peace and love. Gladstone Robinson. Peace. Thank you for the accolades there. Oh, C. King Bay. Peace. Alonzo Swan. If you want to get on, 563-999-3615. Yeah, it's kind of like the More Empowered Build show. Yes, it is. Yeah. Somebody said they got the. If you press 1, if you want to. Alonzo Swan, you said you're in, but I don't see you press 1. What's your number start with? That's how I know. ADH Trust, peace. Dow G, peace. DJ JOJ, peace and prosperity. All thanks. Yeah, before I pick up on the line, let's talk about the secret place. There's a scripture says, go into the secret place. Let's see. Let's read that scripture. I've read it many times. But today it has a new meaning for me. Hold on. New meaning. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Bible Gateway. Matthew 6:6 says, but when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So we all know that the Bible has different meanings. In the esoterical, metaphysical meaning, Father means the higher consciousness of your mind. The higher consciousness of your mind. So when you're going in, you're tapping into your higher consciousness to manifest what you want. See, the God in you is what manifests and gives you what you want. But when you're doing that, you can't be selfish. You have to go in there and start sending out your be precise in sending out positive energy to the people in your life, your friends, your family, your wife, your husband. Send them the good that you desire for them as well into that secret place. And you don't have to go and brag, well, I prayed for you and all of this stuff. Why I did a meditation for you. No, that's why what's the sense of going into the secret place if you're going to just brag about it? But I guarantee you, if you make that a ritual every morning, at least, and do one at night, you will start to see some outstanding things happen in your life. You'll start seeing you're manifesting prosperity and peace and love in your life just like that. And build protection around you. We can't keep waking up in the morning and just kind of idly going along in our day and just jumping, okay, I'll do this or that. We have to start off with a direct, precise decision on how we want the day to work. One of the brothers even wrote that. Write down how you want your day to work out for you. Write out what's your ideal day. That was a good. I'm gonna get on that one. I'm gonna take that right out. Just be, you know, today. What do you want to happen? How much money you want to make? See, for years I went around and I'm a millionaire. I'm this, that, and the other. Yes, I'm doing well, but there was something missing, and that's what it is. I had to be precise. Okay, today, this is what I need to make today in order to be the millionaire, and put a number on it and be precise on it and work towards that all day. That number. See, once you give yourself a goal, and I've heard this before, give yourself goals, do all of this and that. I've heard all of that before. But it now is really, really catching on about goals because I'm seeing these results. I bought this journal and I write in it, and I missed a few days, and I have to keep it in front of me. But there it is. Writing it down really helps. Lock it into your mind. You see? And when you put out direct, precise, well wishes towards people in your life, even the ones that strangers, even people that's calling themselves an enemy against you, send well wishes out there. Because everyone you send out comes back to you 10 times. So, man, you should be sending blessings out to just about everybody. If you're trying to be extremely prosperous, you should calling it out for everybody. And I suggest you be specific in calling them by name. Call it by name. Send it out there. Good wishes to people. Whether it's you're going to wish them good wealth, good health, So, all right, let's see, who pressed one up here? Press one if you want to speak on the line. If you don't, it's 7:42. This is going to be a short show because I just did an hour and something on the other show. Left a lot of content for y'all to absorb. I guess y'all want to talk about discharge and GSA bonds and stuff like that. Sorry. They got other channels for that. They talk about that stuff. And guess what? They be talking about that stuff and you're still not getting any remedy. See, I give information in the public, but I give real remedy in the private. Why? Because I got to keep it close to my chest. People come in, they get it. The floodgates open. It's not that I'm listen, I like being paid for my time. But I also know that certain information you just can't give to everybody because they'll abuse it. Right? So if you want the sauce, private membership, $1,500, beginning of the year, it's going up. So it's going up. Come January, I'm going up, and I'm going to keep it there. It's going up. So someone said how to set up a business trust, how to take over the deed, mortgage, how to set up that's a couple of questions. Set up a business trust just like setting up a regular trust. I mean, it's just a business trust. How to take over a deed mortgage? You mean a quitclaim deed? It's called quitclaim deed. Do some Google searches. They got a lot of information on that. All right. I don't take over mortgages and deeds. I don't do it. I don't do that. I pretty much never really taught on that. we're looking into some things about correcting deeds and how it's worded. We're working on a couple of things like that. Well, actually, we're not a couple. We are. All right, somebody's got their hand up. What do a quiet title first? The best person to talk about is a brother named Ahmed about quiet titles and stuff like that. He's into the real estate. He was on our show earlier today. And I gotta get links to their social media so y'all can contact them on stuff like that. Do business with them. I don't know anything about quiet titles. I haven't really dug into that. So I hand it over to the people that do that. Let's say, okay, somebody's got their hand up. So we got, make sure I got this right. 816-462.
Peace and love. How's it going, brother?
Peace. What's going on? Everything's going great. How about you?
Everything's good.
Good.
Hey, I got a question. At the beginning of the year, or right before New Year's, you did a ritual, a burning ritual, and I was wanting to know if you had plans before the New Year come back in. Do you have plans on doing that again? Because I got in, but I didn't. I want to do it again. I want to make sure I'm doing it right. And
yeah, I'm doing it. I do that every year.
Frame of mind.
I do it every year.
Okay.
Every year.
Okay.
Actually, I've been thinking, that's been on my mind a lot lately. I'm thinking about doing something a little different, like putting together an event, like, locally, if people want to show up. I'm thinking about that right now. But I got to get past October 15th. So,
okay.
I got that's on my mind right now. Then I'll focus on that. But yeah, I want to do maybe a small get together, and I will personally invite certain ones to come, and then it'll still be televised.
Okay.
Or Zoom.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, the video is still up there on my website.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a video.
Right.
I just saw it. I said, man, I need to update this. It's been up here all year. Showing you how to do it. Basically, what you do is you get you some brown paper bag, if you have some of those, and a pencil. And what you're going to do is write down everything that you want good to happen for the year. And if you want something good to happen for other people, you write that down too. Then you fold it up. Things that you want to happen for you, you fold it towards you. Things you don't want to happen for you, you fold it away from you. So you fold it up, and then we put it in something and we burn it and send it up into the ether.
Okay.
I can tell you this: everybody who has done it with me, testifying that their life is good for the year. That's called, and if you have your woman that's right there with you doing it, that's going to make it all more better. Women, women make everything better when they're in their right mindset.
Yes, they do.
They do.
Yes, they do.
That's the power of a woman.
Really
when think about this, in an esoterical, metaphysical form, the mastermind God went to Mary and said, I am going to plant a seed inside of you. And you're going to nurture that seed, and you're going to call him Christ, the Messiah. Why did he go to a woman? See, this is a spiritual aspect. Why did he go to the woman? Because a woman expands everything. When she's in her right, no matter what it is, she expands it. So if she's in a bad mindset, she's going to expand bad things. If she's in a good mindset, she's going to expand good things. That's proven by the fact that she carries a baby, and 9 months later, you have a child come forth through her womb. So the woman's role in this world is to expand, make things grow, nurture it, and make it blossom into something great. You see?
Right. Okay.
The man's role is the design, the architect, because God represents the masculine energy, and Mary represents the opposite of that, which is the female. And them two together created what? The Christ mind. You see?
Okay.
See, the church folks
Okay.
want you to look at this baby Jesus running around here, in the manger and all of that stuff. But the power of that story is all about roles.
Right.
What your role is in this world. What's your power, where you flourish and where you have power. Women have the power to expand everything great. And this is why they try to destroy the minds of the women of color, because they are the most powerful women on the planet.
Okay. Right.
I don't care.
Right.
They could call me whatever. That's a fact, and you see it, the evidence of it all around you.
Yes, I do.
The sister is the most powerful on the planet. This is why when they create these superhero stores and they only show these frail looking fair-skinned people as superheroes. Remember, I told you we're living in a mirror imaged world.
Right.
They're showing you the opposite of what's true. The sad part about it, too many of us don't want to believe that. We want to believe the story they told. They want to hold on to that narrative, which is not true and doesn't serve any purpose but destruction. But time is changing. Things will change. They can't keep it that way forever. They can't hold on to that. You can't hold on to a lie forever. Okay? But anyway, what's up? What else you got, brother?
One other thing, I'm gonna let you go.
Right.
Where can I find some information on Brother Ike?
Brother Ike. Oh, he's got a website. Just look up Reverend Ike, and you'll see his YouTube channel. Then there'll be a link to his site where you can buy all of his recordings. I got just about all of them. I'm mad because they ain't got no more. Like, I got them all. I want more. I wish I could play them on my show, but they it's copyrighted material. So I think I'm gonna send out another email to get some type of partnership with them over there where I can show it. They can get some revenue off of it.
Right.
Reverend Ike loved the money, so I got to come bearing gifts.
Right, come correct.
Right. All right, brother.
That's all I need.
All right, man.
Peace.
You very much. All right, thank you.
Have a nice day. Be safe.
So if you want to join in like that brother did, 563-999-3615, press the 1 button. And someone says, can you do a consultation by phone instead of Zoom? Yes, but when you go on my site, it's going to have you pick a date. It's going to give you a link to do the consultation by Zoom. But you can ask it also in the email. You'll see my number. So call at your scheduled time. We could do it by phone. All right. Doesn't matter. And Zoom, you could do that by phone. There's a number you can call. You could do an audio call through Zoom. All right. Let's get to the next caller here. 609-306. 609-306. You are live. Well, unmute yourself. All right. Going once, going twice. You're out of here. All right. Another thing. When you're doing great things, when you're really doing great things, you start noticing the fakers coming in and want to join in on your success that you're doing. Be wary of those type of people. They only come around when you're doing good, when you're still maintaining. But really, those people are secretly waiting for your fall. Let me try this 60930. I'm going to try you one more time, then we're going to move on. 609-306.
Hey, King, my fault.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, man, I'm out here changing time, man. I ain't want to make no noise.
Okay, you
I'm
good?
going to get it out.
All right. What's going on? How you doing?
Right. Hey, man, how's everything, man? Everything good on my end?
Everything's
Listen, man,
great.
I've been following for a minute, checking things out, seeing how they go. And
Uh-huh.
you know, your record stands for itself. So what I want to do, I ain't even going to stay on long because, like I said, my hand's still dirty and I got to tighten this tie up.
Okay.
But what I want to do, I want to sign up for that Saturday class. That's why I
Okay.
say I'm in for Saturday. I want to get on that. So I send you the link. You got my email because we already been kicking it. I use my real name, which is Orlando. You said my last name wrong, man. It's Swain, not Swing.
Oh, my
That's how
bad.
y'all New Yorkers talk.
Okay.
Well, you know how it go. But it's
I'm sorry about
look,
that.
even on a private conversation, I want to talk with you on some stuff, man. 'Cause I know you're from New York. I'm in New York now. I just got my paperwork, my GC license in New York, so I know you probably know some connection there. But we'll talk on a private level on that.
Okay.
And again, I'll shoot you an email for Saturday. We're gonna
shoot me in what? Hindsight1027@gmail. If you want to be on that.
I got you, man. Peace and love, man. I appreciate it.
All right, peace and love back to you, brother.
All right.
All right. If you want to get online, because I'm getting a little weary. I did a show earlier. And I have a lot to teach, but I'm not teaching here. On this, we'll talk about things. I'll answer some questions. And but until the spirit moves me to do it again, I will. But right now, the spirit has told me to stay on the ministries, teach you guys how to operate spiritually, because that's the highest form of operation. Because once you operate spiritually, then everything else is going to fall into place. You'll be able to navigate the pitfalls and the minefields of this world that is trying to distract you from your true power. Let's see. Somebody said a weirdness. Check out the book called The Uncorporation. It will give you more insight into that. Okay. It's a book called The Uncorporation. Let's see. Is that spelled? Uncorporation. Is it called The Rise of the Uncorporation? That's what I'm looking at on Amazon. Oh, I see it. I got it. It's not, hey. It's you can get it on Kindle for $6.83. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll look into that. Uncorporation. So actually, I just bought it for $6. That quick. See, I listen. Someone give me good information with it, and it looks like it's a good book. So that was for the person who was asking about the business trust. All right, let's see who's on Blog Talk here. I see a lot of numbers, but no hands up. Number one, press the 111. All right. Those that group 1 membership is coming to a close. Well, it has come to a close. So, but they still have the option to stay in it, the group, if they want to stay connected. Is an option to get in it. And because over the next few months, I'm going to be unleashing some information into the private membership pertaining to the IRS. It's mostly that information. And working on some projects when it comes to these deeds, things like that. So Getting help on that. All right. With that being said, how many people does it take to start a ministry? Good question. One. You are the ministry. You are the power. You are the light. You are the Christ that you are looking for. Only takes one. You're a walking ministry. Okay. I answer that biblically. When Jesus started up his ministry, what did he do? He just started doing it. He just started talking. He just started going from town to town. And he fought people, hey, come follow me, brother. Come. Really, we know that those 12 apostles was 12 aspects of the same person's consciousness. That's all it was. He was calling different parts of his consciousness to task because they had to fulfill certain roles. Even the betrayer, even the doubter, the warrior. All of those are every one of the disciples was a manifestation of the man or the higher consciousness of Christ, your mind. You represent every one of those, all 13. And they said 13 was an unlucky number. Anyway, there's a new show out that you might want to check out called The Foundation. And it's pretty much telling your story. But you got to catch it. All right, with that being said, thanks for tuning in for another great Tuesday show. I'm sorry I didn't stay on a little longer. Peace, prosperity, extreme wealth to all.
This is South Carolina.
Peace to the gods. You're listening to Hindsight Radio. This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station changing the nation. Peace to the gods. You're listening to Hindsight Radio. This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station changing the nation.